Rose Chibuzo was a name that once inspired admiration. In the early 2000s, she was one of the brightest bankers in Lagos. Known for her elegance, quick mind, and magnetic personality, she rose through the ranks in record time. To many, she was the epitome of a successful, self-made Nigerian woman. But beneath the professional smile was a woman who had perfected the art of deception. With access to high-value clients and internal systems, Rose saw an opportunity and she took it. Not once, not twice, but over 60 times. It started with small transactions. A few Naira here and there, just enough to go unnoticed. But as her confidence grew, so did her ambition. She began creating fake accounts, forging documents, and even inventing phantom companies. Rose used her deep understanding of the system to manipulate it from the inside. The more money she made, the more she wanted to make. She started improving on her schemes and even recruiting new people in it. She was no longer working alone. Like a queen bee, she built a hive, a network of accomplices, from fellow bankers to IT staff and even legal insiders. Her operations expanded beyond one bank to multiple institutions. Nobody could notice because she and her team did well to cover any traces. By the time suspicions arose, she had already defrauded the system of over 1.2 billion Naira. How did a normal woman do all these? She didn't look like her crime at all. To the public, Rose was a philanthropist. She donated to churches, sponsored youth empowerment programs, and was a regular at high society events in Abuja and Lagos. She drove luxury cars, owned multiple homes, and was seen vacationing in Dubai and London. She was a perfect example of a successful woman. Young girls desired to be like her. Mothers encouraged their daughters to take inspiration from her. People admired her and prayed for her kind of grace. But those who looked closely saw cracks in her perfect image. Lavish spending with no traceable income. Her source of income was not clearly known to anyone. Constant travel without corporate reason. The leisure trips were too many for someone who is supposed to be working hard to make money. It was only a matter of time before people could tell the truth. Rose enjoyed this money for a long time and was never caught till an internal audit in one of the banks first raised red flags. Transactions that couldn't be traced to real clients. Payments to non-existent vendors, fake signatures, and many more. There was tension in the bank. That was too much money to be ignored. It was clearly someone was using a wrong means to get money out of the bank. An investigation team was set up. It worked day and night to uncover the truth. They dug deep into the case and all signs pointed to Rose. It was not yet evidence. It was just signs that grew more suspicion. The banks tried to keep the investigation quiet. A scandal of this magnitude could erode public trust, which will totally damage the reputation of the bank and get them out of business. Though they tried to be discreet, word still leaked and got people talking. Even the EFCC, Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, got involved, and things escalated in a totally new dimension. There was already enough evidence pointing to Rose to get her arrested. She was arrested in a dramatic raid at her Lekki residence in 2016. The case was a very popular case and everyone was eager to know the outcome. The courtroom was full. Journalists, bankers, curious citizens, all eager to witness the fall of a woman who had outsmarted an entire industry. Rose pleaded not guilty, of course. Her defense argued that she was being framed. But the evidence was overwhelming. Transaction records, eyewitness testimonies from her co-conspirators, digital footprints. It was a textbook case of corporate fraud and even the judges was amazed at her wit. She had outsmarted a whole system for a very long time. In 2018, she was sentenced to 35 years in prison for financial crimes, embezzlement, and conspiracy to defraud. The judge called her actions an assault on the soul of Nigeria's banking trust. It was not just a crime, but something that could break the hearts and trust of millions of Nigerians. Rose's arrest sent shockwaves through Nigeria's banking world. It was a big scare to everyone, and they all rushed to do thorough audits to ensure they were safe. Major reforms were introduced: tighter audits, stricter vetting of employees, and better tech oversight. This was just an attempt, but the popularity of the case had already brought so much damage. Clients had lost millions, banks had lost reputations, and the whole country was shaken. Till date, Rose remains behind bars in Kirikiri Maximum Prison. No more diamonds and Dubai trips. In prison, she reportedly has realized her mistakes and retraced her path. She now mentors other inmates, still exuding the confidence that once made her a star. Rose Chibuzo wasn't just a fraudster, she was a symbol of how intelligence, when misused, becomes dangerous. Her story is a warning that unchecked ambition can rot even the most promising futures. We tell stories of crime and fraud around the world. Subscribe to this channel so you do not miss any of our reports. See you in the next video. Bye.